Well, thanks everybody. It's a great honor to be here. I am just more than thrilled to be on the team. It was hard, it was difficult, but at the same time, my life's been a struggle, but I feel blessed to be able to be in the position that I am. The race was tough for everybody.
We've got two incredible teams going to Rio, so I'm really excited to get out there and represent. 4 years ago, it was pretty heartbreaking finishing fourth. I worked really, really hard for the last 4 years to move up one position. And I'm so excited to get out there and represent the United States in Rio.
It's been a dream of mine to compete at the Olympic trials and to be blessed to finish in the top three and have a chance to represent the country.
Well, obviously, I'm just thrilled with the way the race went. It's a tremendous honor to be able to represent your country in an Olympic Games. So I'm just thrilled that I was able to, to cross the line in first. It was definitely difficult out there. There were a lot of great competitors, and it was a tough race, given all the conditions. But I was really happy, and I just want to say congratulations to Meb and Jared. You guys ran great, and I think we got a good team going to Rio.
That was the toughest 26.2 ever. It felt so much longer. It was an absolute grind out there, and it was a mental battle when those guys got away. You're wondering if your tactics are right, if they're sound. I've always trusted in Kevin and Keith's plan, and I had to just let them go and trust in that plan today, and it worked out. Just stayed tough and kept looking up. And super happy to be on another team. Can't take these things for granted at all. I'm thrilled to get to put on another USA uniform.
We kind of started just running together like it was practice. We've worked on this a lot. Like, we've worked really, really hard together. And on the third lap, I started going through a rough patch, and she kind of turned to me and she's like, "We've got this. Like, we're going to be right there for each other. We're going to get on the team," because that's been our dream. It's not to get on the team ourselves, it's both of us there. So we were running together, and she got me through that rough patch. And then on the last lap, I think she kind of started going through a rough patch as well. And so it was the same thing. I was like, you know what? She did it for me. I'm going to do it for her. I'm going to get her through this. I'm going to try and talk her through it a little bit.
The plan and with Coach was just to be patient and manage our fluids and kind of and see, keep the pace going. And so I don't know that I had an inclination on whether someone was going to come back or not, but I felt like I was going to finish the race as fast as I could and see what happened.
The first step, obviously, was to qualify for this. I didn't want to get ahead of myself, and everything leading up to this race was all about the marathon. And, I think that doubling the way the schedule is definitely a real possibility. I think that the 10,000 still might be my better event. I don't know. I think that, this is kind of an interesting build-up because I definitely want to come back and try to run World Indoors in my hometown in Portland, Oregon. And so, we had to do the marathon stuff. I had to do enough speed work to keep, enable me to be able to come back after this and continue to sprint. We didn't want to start from scratch with that. But I think that a double in Rio is certainly possible. There's a lot of time between the 10K and the marathon.
I did move out to Portland 5 months ago. And basically, I just got straight into training with Shalane.
I do group training with Hanson's Brooks, and I have a bunch of great teammates, but ultimately I'm at a place where I have to do a lot of the work by myself. And I think when you have a race strategy like my race strategy, it's you just have to follow your own plan. So even if I had a teammate, if our goals were different or if our race plans and racing styles are different, you still have to be able to get it done on your own. And I'm just patient about it, and it's something I've done for a long time, so I felt comfortable and confident.
And I was just really in the beginning of the race, I was just trying to conserve as much energy as possible. Obviously, the conditions were pretty rough out there. I know that there's a lot of great guys, and this is my first time running a marathon, and so I didn't know what to expect those last few miles. So
I was feeling really good, and so I was very confident I could get to the finish line. I felt, I don't know, I didn't realize how bad it was going to hurt. And then I was just like, hold it together the rest of the time. And I don't know what that last mile was, but it felt blazing fast.
Coach was a tough runner, and that's what he'll tell me. He'll say, you know, we train to get really, really fit, and then we run tough. And at the end of the race, it is tough. And at the end of a hot marathon like that, and it's the faces of my family and those people that I love and those who have invested so much in my athletic journey that are popping into my face over that last 600. And trying to run like a horse, but not die. Yeah.